Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Absolute As. Just nice to see y'all faces again. If you're new, hey, welcome. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. Thank you for continuing to watch me. Today we're gonna be talking about 10 things that I've learned in my 20s. I'm close to my mid-20s, not there yet, but I can just say these are some top 10 things that I've learned in my 20s. Now, before we do start off today, I wanted to just shout out Kaelyn's Collection. It dropped March 28th. The fact that I remember that, I'm a supporter. I'm a fan, you guys. Kaelyn Collection lip gloss dropped on March the 28th, and I just bought a couple from them. I bought the baby doll one, and I bought the one that's blush, and then I bought a lip liner in the one that says cookie butter. I am wearing it right now, if you can see. I love it. Like, it glides on your lips with ease. It has some very good colors. Like, I'm into the pinks now. I'm into like the pinks and the nudes now. So I got both of these because they really fit my lips. And I love lip gloss because I have big lips. Those are one of the big features and one of the first things you see on me when you see me. And so I always got to keep one handy. Most definitely know I'm going back and support it. And y'all can shop her website at KaelynCollection.com and get yours as well. And make sure you get it before they get out of stock. Let's make them out of stock. They're good, I promise you. The love the aesthetic of the containers. I'm trying to get it to focus. It's not really gonna focus for me, but I love the aesthetic on the lip gloss containers. Like, it make you want to pull it out and be like, yeah, most definitely using it. Like, you're like, oh, what bottle is that? What's that? Like, yes. So make sure y'all go get some. This is not a promotion. This is not none of that. I just thought I wanted to give a little shout out to her because kudos to her. So now we're gonna hop right into the 10 things that I've learned in my 20s. So the top one, number one, is the good one. Number one is hygiene is important, because hygiene is essential. If you in your 20s still walking around smelling, not taking showers, not bathing, not washing your hair, not taking care of your skin, not doing any of that, like, you're a bum. Like, come on. Like, if you're not doing anything to take care of your hygiene at all, you're a bum. Nobody wants to be around you because you stink, you smell, you don't even have the best appearance. So no, nobody wants to be around you. So top dollar is hygiene is important, and to invest in hygiene. Yes, facials and stuff and all that is expensive, but I mean, you gotta put the money in it to get a better outcome. If you ain't putting no money in it to get a different outcome, then you're gonna have the same outcome. Like, period. Number two is always say positive affirmations. Write them down, say them, dream about them, like, recite them. Always have positive affirmations. And I've learned that because I can be a very negative person. Like, everything on my outlook on everything can be very negative, and it doesn't help me, and I don't see any difference because I have this negative outcome. So I'm learning that positive affirmations, positive pretty affirmations. So make sure you're saying your affirmation. Number three, let the sneaky licks go. Let the sneaky leaks go. Let the situationships go. Let the I don't know what this is go. Let the friends with benefits go. It's not helping, Miss Ma'am. It's not helping at all. Like, let that go. Especially in your 20s, you want somebody, you want your person. So for you to be sneaking around with somebody or dealing with somebody only just for the benefits of being sexual, it's not gonna have a good outcome. It's gonna make you even more upset. It's gonna keep questioning. You're gonna keep questioning yourself. Like, I had to let that go. I was one to partake. I'm not judgmental. I was one to partake in the sneaky links and the linking up and the this and that without nobody knowing whatever. But I want to love and love out loud. I don't want to have to do this, that, like underneath the table. Like, no. So that had to go. That was a no. That had to stop. So yeah, cut the sneaky links out. Sex is not that important to be doing all of that and to be hurting yourself even more. So let them go. My fourth thing that I have learned in my 20s is it's okay to date. It's okay to date someone. It's okay, because not only do you learn that person and that you learn about them and their ways and their traits and their behaviors and their reactions, you also learn more about yourself on how you react and how you behave and how you see things. You get to know yourself more, and you get to know what you want to deal with and what you will not deal with. So it's okay to date. Like me, I was so afraid to date. Like, after I had got out of a relationship, I was like, no more relationships. And then I looked upon relationships like they were like bad. Like, oh no, people just out here just dating anybody. Like, why would they do that? Like, it's okay to date someone. Like, it is okay. It's not a punishment. Everybody is not like the last person that you dated. So there's always room for new growth, like, and new things and new beginnings. Go ahead and chase them. Don't dwell in the past, and don't dwell into what someone did to you and how they treated you. But go on. The new beginnings are great, awesome. Let somebody treat you like you should be treated. Take that with you. Tip number 5, it's okay to not be okay, but don't dwell in it. It's okay if you're not feeling the best, if you're down right now, if things aren't looking good for you, you're behind on your bills, you're behind on your rent, your body's not looking how you want it to look. It's okay to not be okay. Your job is stressing you out, the people at your job is stressing you out, especially for my retail folks. Bless you. But it's okay to not be okay, but don't dwell in it. Instead, attack it in different areas. Point out why you're not okay. Figure out ways to become okay, but don't just sit there and dwell in, oh, I'm just not, oh, I don't know. Like, no one wants that negative energy around them 24/7. So you're either going to get up and do something about it, or you're just going to dwell in it. But the choice is yours. Tip number 6, this is important. Like, this is very important. You have to spend time with God. You have to. Like, there's no putting it off. There's no any way around it. He is here to help me. So in order for him to help me, I have to talk to him. I have to communicate with him. I have to pray. I have to give him my problems so I'm not bombarded or overloaded. Like, I have this mindset, I'm very guilty of it. I have this mindset where I think I can solve all of my problems by myself. I cannot solve all my problems by myself. I can barely even solve the couple of problems that I thought I solved, and I didn't. Like, it's not, I can't do this alone. I have to have his help. I have to have his guidance. And the only way to do that is to talk with him, to study, to devote to him more. And I am still working on that in my 20s. Yes, I am. Before, I was never ashamed of it or anything. It's just I didn't do it. So now I'm trying to get back into fixing my connection with him as well. Tip number 7, it's okay to listen to advice from your parents, advice from an elderly person, advice from someone that you dream to be like. It's okay to get advice from them. We're not saying everything that they are saying is true and that you need to take upon your belt, but it's okay to get advice from them. Like, I used to hate it how I used to hate it how when I always had a problem and I would go to my mom and it was like she knew the answer to it, or like she knew what I needed to do, or she would tell me about a situation that I didn't even come to her for yet, but she was already giving me advice on it and I never asked for it. But she was right. It was like, you hate to say it, but your parents are right. No, we're not saying everything. We're saying the things, like, you know, they are right about a majority of things because they lived through it, they've been through it, they survived through it, so they're just trying to pass it along to you so you can knock that off your plate and don't have to go through it. But some things are meant to go through. We must go through. So just listen to advice. It's okay to take advice from your parents or from someone, or from elderly people, or someone in a position that you strive to be in. Tip number 8 is, this is one that is really heavily for me, but I want to say because it might can help somebody else. Go to school. Go back to school. Go to training school. Go to beauty school. Go get that certificate that you've been wanting to get. You are not too old for school. I stopped going to school a little bit after I had my daughter, and it's just been every time that I'm needing to go back, it's like I get this fear and I'm like, oh, but I'm too old for school. I'm too old to be still trying to get my degree or trying to do this and get this and that. But you're never too old for school. Like, if that's what you strive for, is that what you dream for, is that what you want, you go get it. You go get it, girl. You go get it, guy. You do you. Who cares who's judging you? Who cares and say, oh, she should have been here? Who cares? Everybody is on their own timing, and everybody is not meant to get what they needing to get at the same time, or this will be a very boring world. So, like I was saying, it's never too old to go back to school. So I'm getting in the process to get back into school. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy. And this time I know for how much that I'm working hard for it now, that nothing's gonna stop me. Tip number 9 is to invest in a hobby. In your 20s, it's okay to invest in a hobby. You need to invest in a hobby. I have a graduate that I graduated with, and her name is Elise Adams. She does TikToks on how you can do in these lists of hobbies instead of like worrying about a guy, or worrying about dating, or worrying about trying to seek a relationship with a guy or a girl. So she does these TikToks and she goes through them and she checks them off. Like I saw her, she did painting, and she went to help at a thrift store called, I think it was like Mother the Mother or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she's just doing things to help her get her mind off of thinking that, oh, you know, trying to seek a relationship, because it will come to you. If you're not currently in one, it will come to you. The right guy will come to you. So until then, you need to invest in a hobby. Worried about, am I going to be loved? Am I ever going to be loved correctly? Or who is out there for me? Because when it is God's timing, they will be for me. They will come to me, because what is for me will come to me. Thank you. Last but not least, tip number 10 is what I've been saying throughout all of these tips, is that you are on your own timing. You are specifically on your own timing. Just because if you go back to school in your 30s, or you don't get your degree until you're older, or you don't get that dream job that you've been wanting to until you're like later, everything is on your own timing. But just because you haven't blown up or gotten this and that many subscribers yet, or that you're not getting paid to do paid promotions and things like that, like, it is okay. Everything is on your own timing. Like, I know myself, I can speak on myself on this one. I do get a little discouraged on like my watches and like my subscribers, because it just feel like I feel like I'm not doing something right, that I need to do something more. But this is something that I've been wanting to do. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for any type of validation or anything like that. Like, this is something I have been wanting to do, is get my own YouTube channel and start my own YouTube channel, and to be consistent with my YouTube channel. So all I'm saying is for you guys to keep hope and to remember that you are on your own timing. So everything you do is your timing. So take as long as you want, take as long as you need. Like, it's just, everything is on you. It's on you, about you. So live for you. But that is all that I have today, guys. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, let me know in the comments how you thought about my tips, or if you can want to give me any tips for my 20s, that'll be fine. Just leave me a comment. I would love a comment. I love comments. I love seeing comments. I promise you I do. But thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in next week to another one of my videos, and let's just keep growing. Don't forget to what? Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. Bye, you guys.